Yo, what's goody? I am Wavy. First video of the week, and let's get to it. This is an interview that's already been recorded, has not been released, between Joe Budden. He had Candace Owens on his show, or on his podcast, where they said that they were not going to talk about politics, but they're going to talk about issues in the black community. Joe Budden has the #1 hip-hop podcast, and that's going to reach an audience that Candace Owens has a hard time reaching. We all know that she is more conservative with her values. She's more of a conservative activist who's, spoken on things that a lot of people that look like her don't necessarily agree with for whatever issue or it may or may not be. But I think that this is important for a conversation that needs to be had. We need to have a little bit more diversity of thought in our community. For real, like, everybody doesn't have to think the same. Everybody doesn't have to operate the same, but why not have a different thought be in the room? You know what I'm saying? Why not? What's wrong with it? When everybody was, an example, when everybody was segregated, Martin Luther King had a different thought and said, hey, what about integration? Be it how you may feel about it, whatever. I'm just saying it was a different thought at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, Joe Budden actually reached out to her on his show. I don't have the video, but I have the audio where he sent an invitation to her, so we'll get to it.
No, Candace Owens.
I'm on adoption.
If you're watching, which you're probably not, we got a seat for you up here. we got a seat for you. Any seat you want, come up here and let's just do the Lord's work. Let's just tell the truth. You should come up here for Truth Day. And let's just tell the truth about people, man. That was great.
Hey, yo, please, if you get up here, please give me 3 weeks prep so I can prepare properly, so I can have something to talk about and do my job. Thank you.
For sure.
Since you guys expressed that.
All right, so that's him extending his apology. Extending his invitation, and this is going to be her response.
Ooh, Joe Budden, you better have meant it, because I was watching. I'm watching. I just watched it again. Actually, I think I've watched it now about 3 times, and I'm going to take you up on your offer publicly. So now you can't do anything squirmish. You can't be like, oh, no, I'm not going to have you. I will definitively join your podcast and we can talk. And one of the things we're going to talk about is why every time any person in black media or any black commenter on the internet agrees with me, they always have to do that thing in the beginning. Oh, I just want to be clear. I don't agree with her politically. I don't think I agree with her politically. I don't get it. It's like a weird prayer that you have to say. So that what?
Did I do that, though? Did I do it? Let me know if I did that.
You'll still be accepted by black people and you're still allowed to comment on black issues as long as you say that you don't agree with Candace Owens. I'd like to know what it is that you don't agree with when it comes to my politics, or why everyone feels compelled to say that, which is why.
Yeah. And as long as it's done respectfully, I think that she will address it, because she goes all over the place where people don't agree with her, where it's heavy blue places, and, it is what it is. She has the conversation, whether you meet an end goal or not, or some common agreement or common understanding. It is what it is. She still takes on the difficult conversations, and I like her, some of the stuff she says, and some of the stuff she does, and I don't like some of the stuff she says and some of the stuff she does. Same thing as Joe Budden. I like some of the stuff he says and does, and I don't like some of the stuff he says and does. All right, I play it on both sides. So she is ecstatic to be going on to the podcast. She has been essentially blackballed by not only the media, but by black media, because in this video right now, she's going to explain that she has not been invited onto too many black media or platforms. Let's get to it.
Comments regarding Joe Budden. We are linking up, guys. It is happening. Are you excited for me? I'm excited for me. I finally knocked down the door. I'm invited to do some black media. It's going to be great. Kayla writes, intelligent black people love Candace Owens, period. Thank you, Kayla, for coming to my side. And she didn't write, oh, I don't like her politics, but, because you can just say you don't have to do that thing. You don't have to say, but.
Yeah, true. All right, so then, of course, there's going to be backlash. Of course. You know what I'm saying? It is a hip-hop community around Joe Budden's podcast, and everybody that knows about the podcast, a lot of people are going to be involved in hip-hop. One person in particular that I'm going to cover is Peter Rosenberg and what he had to say on it. Just speaking out. Now, real quick, Peter Rosenberg, he works on Hot 97 during the weekday with Ebro. He runs a daytime morning show. And I don't know what gave him the power or the authority or whatever to speak on the black community. If even it's 2 black people with completely different thoughts, what does he have to say with it? You know what I'm saying? If we gonna call everything like how we call it, if even some people say Candace Owens shouldn't speak on the black community, why is Peter Rosenberg allowed to? Because he works in hip hop? Because he's hip hop adjacent or whatever? Because he's black culture adjacent or something? I don't get it. We allow certain people to say and do certain things. We allow people to get away with certain things, and then we don't allow other people to. And I'm not saying everything and anything certain people say. I'm saying let's keep it in context. All right. So Candace Owens has caught wind of Peter Rosenberg's comments about her meeting with Joe Budden and issued a scathing response. So a lot of people don't like it. They're saying it's not smart for him to bring it on the platform. It's stupid, blah, blah, blah. All right. So Candace Owens said, I love this so much. I don't know who Peter Rosenberg is, but I want to thank him for freaking out about me and Joe Budden speaking with one another. She began, one of the topics me and Joe covered is who exactly is behind trying to prevent and fracture black American relationships via the media. Yeah, who's behind it? You know, telling us that we can't have certain conversations with certain people because they think certain ways, or because they vote a certain way. We can't have conversations with those people. Who puts those people in charge? Who made those people the gatekeepers? Meanwhile, black people say stuff, and they, like I said, he works on Hot 97, who's his audience mainly, and he'll just get them to turn on people like that without even people going and doing their own research. He'll demonize them, but what business does he have doing talking on the black community? And can black people speak on the Jewish community? Because I'm pretty sure y'all canceled Kanye's ass for that. Not saying I agree with him or I don't. I'm just saying y'all canceled his ass for that shit. Literally, who the hell is Rosenberg, who grew up in one of the wealthiest towns in America, to step to two black people who came from nothing to tell them they shouldn't speak? Who the hell is Peter Rosenberg? Serious question. All right, these are still Candace Owens' tweets. All right. Peter Rosenberg, I would like to invite you to shut the hell up when black people are speaking with one another. Exactly. Who gave you the pass? You and Ebro. Because is Ebro black? Who gave y'all the pass to speak on us? And do we have the pass to speak on y'all? Can I don't know who can all right, I don't want to say Louis Farrakhan, but can a like, you know, if a black person talks about the Jewish community, I guarantee you're gonna have his ass demonized in all of the media. But meanwhile, it's cool for y'all to do it, right? In New York City. But that just shows where everything is. All right. So she concluded Peter Rosenberg is a plantation supervisor. His dad, MJ Rosenberg, worked on Capitol Hill for Democratic senators and House members for 20 years and then worked with the AIPAC for 6 years thereafter. Now, he's since corrected her and said that she had those the opposite way. But either way, Democratic senator, I mean, 1 + 1 on Capitol Hill, if 1 + 1 = 2, then you know. All right. As Joe Budden and so discussed, there is a government vested interest in keeping black Americans ignorant while they are fed filth. A 70% illiteracy rate is proof of that. All right, fed filth. We had the gangster music, then we had the gay music, then we have the hoe music, the scammer music. Like, all of it is mainly, all right, I'm not saying there aren't white people and black people and Hispanic people and Asian people and Indian people performing and talking about the same shit. I care about my community, all right? All the ones that are prompted up as the figures in black culture, look at what they talk about, most of them. But meanwhile, Candace Owens will get shit for saying that, hey, maybe this isn't right. Maybe we should try something else. All right, so right here, this is going to be Nicki Minaj, again, addressing Rosenberg about rude comments that he's made, and she, in terms of a performance that she was going to have at Summer Jam, where he said that the piece that she was going to do was not hip-hop. Again, who controls the narrative? Does Rosenberg control the narrative? And then all the little shows that get paid by Hot 97 and all that have to give a spin, similar to ESPN. One person says one thing and then everybody picks it up and gives their little take on it. Who the fuck is Rosenberg?
You know what? Like, I get it. Like, that's what you do. I guess to me, I just don't know your resume. You know what I'm saying? So I never found you funny. I never found you entertaining. I never found you smart. I just found you annoying because, you know, I grew up in New York. Well, I've grown up on Hot 97, like, you know what I'm saying? And I've I know Angie and I know Flex and Mr. C and all these people, and whether they like me or whether or not we get along, I just know their resume. So that's why it was so easy for me to pick up the phone and talk to Flex and be like, what the fuck are you talking about, you know? But like with you, I was just like, who are you? To me, you don't have enough of a resume to make those comments, but you know you did, and it is.
Exactly. He don't have the resume. He don't have the black card. If Angie says something, I believe she was talking about Angie Martinez. If Flex says something, all right, they more with the coach. But who made him the gatekeeper? Who made him the supervisor for black culture and black hip hop and what conversation should be had in the black community? That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? But this is a great conversation that I do think needs to be had, whether you agree with it or don't agree with it, whether there's a gem that you can pick up or don't pick up, or you just say it's all crap and troll the hell out of it online. It's still a conversation that should take place. And if you stuck around me as long, if you stuck around in the video as long or this long as always, my bad, yo, it's Monday. I'd appreciate it if you drop a like, join the conversation with a comment, subscribe up because the wave just gonna continue getting wavy. Interested to know what y'all think about this. Is Joe Budden stupid for bringing her on the platform? This is not hip hop. Candace Owens is not black. Even though, you know, Joe Biden was able to say, vote you, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And all of them, Charlemagne included, went out and voted for him. Even though that's not crazy, but having Candace Owens on the show is, you know, cooning to the fullest degree, or having a coon on the show and gonna bring bad ratings, this, that, and the third? Or do you think it's something good, positive for the black community where diversity of thought is a good thing? We don't all have to think the same thing. We don't all have to live the same way and move the same way. But if you can have one person on one extreme and one person on the other extreme, they can have a conversation and you by yourself can formulate an opinion or be able to come to some sort of opinion somewhere in the middle. I mean, it's already had its effect. You know what I'm saying? But without too much more left, let me just get to my final clip. It says, how do record labels be getting these rappers to crash out? All right, and that's to all these record labels, them A&Rs, them Peter Rosenbergs, them Ebros, all of them. This is what this video reminds me of.
What's going on? Shut the door for me. Hey, listen, that song you submitted, we fuck with it. I just got a few questions. The nigga you talking about killing in the song, did you really kill him? Yes! Oh yeah, that's all I needed to hear. All we gotta do now is release the song and leak the fact that it's an actual murder you committed. That's gonna make the song go super viral. Don't worry about the kids. They don't look up the doctors and lawyers no more. They look up the robbers, drug dealers, and murderers. That's you, murderer. We gonna make so much money off this one song. I mean you gonna make so much money off this one song. But I want you to know what come with it. You gonna do some prison time. Obviously, we gonna get you the Jewish lawyer. But I say you still get like 10 years. But when you get out, it's like a hero coming home. I need you to sign this. This state, we can still make money off your song while you locked up. Yeah, we gonna put the money on your books and all that. Unlimited noodles for the boy. Plus, when you get out, you know we pulling up with 50,000 minimum. All cash. Yeah, the song gonna make millions, but you gotta remember, it's a lot of money that go into this game. That 50,000, that's gonna be what's left over. Plus, nigga, let's not act like you not broke. That's 50,000 more dollars than you got right now. You welcome. What's going on? Shut the door for me. Hey, listen.
Hey, man. Y'all be easy and stay wavy.